In the underground temple complex, Bread, Kel, and Serracco, after dispatching Calqualic, the rogue Cariador, and fleeing from a zombified Soliera, found themselves confronted by none other than Velicia, who took them quietly into the dark as they fled the lumbering beast that still plodded after them. Before we move on, entering this new scene, we are going to re-roll destiny points and obligation. For obligation, we will just start right off the bat here. I got a 25, which means no one's obligation is active. No one will suffer any strain penalties. However, I did roll a cool 2 dark side points for myself for that story point pool.
I rolled 2 light side points for the player pool.
I also rolled 1 dark side point for the GM pool.
And I got 1 light side point for the player pool.
It could be minutes, it could be an hour, who knows how long you silently track through these tunnels and winding passageways deeper underground with Velicia pulling you along in the dark. Still, the lumbering thudding of this creature slowly fading out further and further away behind you as it attempts to give chase, but to no avail. It's then, after another long while of silent sneaking, that you come to a small room lit by intermittent blue tingling flames just flickering in the corners. These seem to be creations of void magic. And there, on a sort of haphazard assortment of moss, is Finn, asleep. He seems to be in a sorry state, wounds peppered across him from the train and perhaps even the subsequent attack on each of you. Velicia, in this dim blue light, looks toward Bread and says, "You help him?"
I most certainly can.
That'll be 2 difficulty for his wound threshold here.
You gets it. That is 3 success, 1 threat. So heal 3 plus 4, so 7 wounds total if you need to.
I'm gonna award another strain, actually, to Finn with that 1 threat.
Oh, man.
Just like in these low light conditions with fear still coursing through your veins, this isn't the most effective treatment, but it is a treatment nevertheless.
You're both certainly a sight for sore eyes, I'll say that.
Yes. Velicia seems distant. She's quiet, and she'll look over Finn again and then turn to you and say, "He has not woken since the incident on that vehicle."
Can I do some kind of assessment here to see if there's some sort of injury that might be internal or mental that I'm not seeing on the surface?
Very nice. Yes. Let's roll vigilance. That'll be hard. And you'll get a setback because it's dark as fuck.
Oh boy, I don't love my chances here. Here we go. 2 success, 1 threat.
With those successes, you do see that there is something that Finn has sustained, an internal injury of some sort, whether that is in the head, the torso, what have you. You cannot specifically ascertain, but through feeling different points on his body, testing different reactions, you notice that there is some sluggishness to his movement, to his being.
Is this perhaps a critical injury I could heal?
You know what? Yeah. Let's give Finn a critical injury. Let's roll and see what it is. You know that he's compromised. That's a 2 difficulty critical injury. If you want to try and heal that.
Hell yeah, I do.
However, I'm going to spend a point to upgrade it.
Okay. So 1 red, 1 purple.
Correct.
You gets it. Here we go. 4 success, 2 advantage.
Yeah, you can treat that critical injury. You know that just after another good stint of rest, he'll be good up on his feet, and that won't be affecting him any longer.
Great. I think Brett will just sort of collapse at that point.
Yeah, you've been running all day.
For a long time.
You ran, you fought, you fell, and here you are, just deep somewhere in this temple complex, the outside world, an utter unknown to you all. Velicia, too, just seems spent, exhausted, and you see all but one of these little, like, flickering lights fade to nothing.
Do you think it's safe to rest here, Velicia?
She looks at you a little sluggishly, and somewhere between shaking her head and a nod is like, perhaps.
Right, well, why don't we set a watch and take turns?
Kel, who has been kind of awkwardly hovering behind Bread, looks both relieved and horrified to see Finn in the state that he's in, relieved and horrified to see Velicia as well, and at the premise of taking a rest, volunteers herself to take the first watch for the night.
As Kel will take the first watch, the night carries on. You find it hard, honestly, to stay awake throughout this whole ordeal. And as soon as you're about to, like, nod off once or twice, you feel like the slightest rumble beneath you, as perhaps there are these lumbering steps in some hall far and away that bring you back to consciousness. But no, just your imagination. The night goes on, you switch out watches, and what is presumably morning comes. Everyone feels a little well rested, but it wasn't by any stretch of the imagination a particularly restful night. And even here, waking up in the pitch black. I will say, in terms of strain, let's see. Who has the highest strain threshold here? Looks like that is Bread with 16. So we'll roll a d16 because we can do that. 15, wow.
Nice.
You can heal 15 points of strain. So I believe that cancels out everyone's.
Yeah.
It was almost just not a restful night. It was very close to not being
Fitful, but restful.
Exactly. And now here, gathered, Velicia lights a little flame, and even Finn stirs, eyes like moving beneath his eyelids. This is the first time Finn's been awake in a couple days. What's going on?
Finn, the old man eye crusties, clearing off the eyes. He kind of takes a little bit of time just trying to orient visually where he is, and then immediately just bolts upright and not really taking in the situation will just say, "The rigged explosive. What happened? Did we win?"
No.
To which part? Where are we? And, like, as soon as he's had this initial outburst, like, the weight and the kind of lingering effects of just being out cold for a couple days start to kind of set in. He, like, gets a little bit dizzy from that and kind of has to re-stabilize himself.
Finn, what's the last thing that you remember?
We had boarded a train and were preparing for an attack with Saria. Not much detail after that. There are bits here and bits there, but I honestly thought I just blacked out from some explosion or whatnot, but never for more than a few moments.
Safe to say it's been more than a few moments.
Okay, it seems like you are quite behind the curve. So, Finn, I tell you what happened. We are on the blacklist for the Ironwood Company. Iris tried to have us all killed. I tried to tell everybody it was not a good idea to stick around Iris. Not many wanted to listen to me, though. But the fact of the matter is, you, myself, Bread, and Kel are the only ones who have survived the attack. And now we are in an underground temple after being led here by a more than suspicious man. And
Wait. You all are the only ones to have survived the attempt.
Correct.
Whew.
Considering we were originally 7, and now are only 4, I would say, is pretty good for evading the Ironwood Company's assassins. So 4 out of 7, little over half.
There begins to be almost like this singular tear welling in one of his eyes, and he kind of like quickly wipes it away, and he just says, "You mean to tell me someone else figured out how to kill that wretched old woman?"
It would seem so, Finn.
Bastards.
But do not worry, all is not lost. If we are able to recover her body and perhaps find a signet ring, we could still inherit her fortune.
I don't think they're going to leave us a body to recover, Serracco.
This is what you're thinking about now?
Of course, it is not what I am thinking about right now, but I am trying to ease Finn into some of the more serious topics, like how potentially there is another plague going to be outbroken on this continent, such as the Hollowing was broken out on Vranaros.
As your discussion gets a little heated, there is just this moan that reverberates through the stone. Whether that is something organic or the earth shifting, it's not really possible to ascertain. But it's unsettling, to say the very least. And you feel perhaps the slightest rumble beneath your feet. Thump, thump.
Maybe we should move.
I was hoping that was just me who was feeling that. Still coming around, but fine. I'm going to need some time to get readjusted to everything, but if we need to move, I am ready.
Velicia, do you know a way out of this place?
No. The way we came was... they were right behind us. I did what I could to stop them, but I don't know if it was effective. It was more than a day ago at this point.
Velicia, thank you for getting him out when he couldn't get himself out. You didn't have to do that, but you did. So thank you.
He was there. I was there. I'd like to think it would be what anyone would do.
In my experience, it's not. But it's what you did. So thank you. We've lost too much to stop now.
And no use patting each other on the back any further. We should probably get to move on.
Right.
There are things down here that are unfriendly.
We know. Come on, Finn. Get up. And I'll reach down and kind of grab your forearm and pull you to your feet.
You snap his arm off.
Brittle bones.
Also, for Finn, Kel looks worse than you've ever seen her. She is basically on death's door and is tired and pale and sweaty. And even though she's on her feet and moving, it's a little bit like a stiff breeze will knock her over.
Her usually like frosty gray skin is just like this sunken pallid tone, and there are little like crisscrossing patterns of dark veinage beneath her skin, all emanating from a couple different points that you can see.
Finn getting up, kind of looking and finally getting a closer look at Kel, will just almost startle back slightly and say, "Whoa, you have been through it as well, I see."
I'm barely standing as it is, but we can talk about that later. We gotta get moving, though.
Yes. There's little time to spare. Where we go is a mystery to me as well. I figure safe means deeper. We'll find a way into some Caryador complex soon enough. This thing, where we are, I can only surmise is of the Soliera. Perhaps we can find something of my people. Partially my people. Back when they were here to observe them.
Yes, so is that our plan then? To go literally underground to avoid any retaliation from the Ironwood Company? Or do we have some sort of plan to get off of Viridian?
I'd say we have goals, not plans.
Fair enough, at least that is something.
I have many plans for which I need all of your help. So as soon as we are out of this, I think it would be best we have a discussion about what happens immediately after exiting these tunnels.
There was a floor below us, but it was completely dark and we couldn't see. And yesterday, Velicia, you told us to turn off the lights. So, do we go deeper where we can't see a thing, or try and find a way out?
In your following Velicia yesterday, last night, before you slept, like, you know that you have gone deeper. Even beyond the point you surmise that where that like shaft, that well and staircase ended.
Dang.
So she will light the tiniest flame, like hold it in a palm and cover it with her other hand, just barely letting this little cone of light out, and she'll lead the way. I'm gonna have everyone roll some stealth checks. These will be contests.
Great.
Uh-oh. So no difficulty then.
No difficulty. This will be against something's vigilance.
Ruh-roh. I'm gonna go ahead and spend a story points upgrade on my die.
Finn got 3 successes.
Serracco got 4 success and 1 advantage.
Kel got 1 success and 2 advantage.
Brett got 2 success, 2 advantage.
Felicia got 1 success, 3 advantage. The thing you were rolling against got 4 successes and 4 advantage, so none of you beat it.
Boo.
Yes.
Boo.
Too vigilant.
While we're all moving forward, just as a note, Serracco is going to be keeping his eyes and ears out for 2 things in particular. He's trying to see if at any point he can feel movement in wind, any sort of a draft or anything, or if he can hear any sort of running water as they go deeper into this.
Roll average perception.
Oh, you get to add a boost because of me.
Oh, nice. That is 1 success, 1 advantage, and 1 triumph.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yay.
You hear it long before you reach the room itself. Serracco, in your mental map of this place, suddenly everything kind of clicks into place. Of the room where you confronted the Soliera, where you killed Calquolic, that the big well that you had gone down the stairs in, and then back up, and out around those couple corners and down some corridors to where you had stopped briefly in your escape from the collapsing tunnels, where you had come to an overlook where just large waterfalls had come down from various points into just a dark abyss below. This is the foot of that overlook here. So as you all step down, like I said, you hear it long before the others and long before you all get your boots wet. There's about an inch of water on this mossy, rocky surface underfoot. Still pitch black, but judging just how the water goes off the acoustics in here, this cavern is expansive, enormous to say the very least, which makes things both easier to hear something coming up on you, but more difficult to pinpoint, say, the direction thereof.
As we come upon this room, and it opens up greatly from the small, kind of cramped tunnel that we were in, Serracco will kind of turn to the others and just say, "It is probably best if we stay together. Nobody go too far. We do not know what lurks down here."
If there was some kind of carrier door post, it would most likely be sequestered away from whatever these Soliera structures were, so the natural caverns are, at least to me, a good sign, Velicia will say.
You keep mentioning these words. Carriador, Soliera. I likely missed something, but is that something relevant to everything?
I am Carriador, half Carriador, and half human. It is a species. They too, like yourselves, human kin, are not native to Viridian. They came from a land further to the east, known as Orsini. The Soliera, however, are not quite sure, a species that grew up here, for lack of a better term. I know only scattered stories, but it is said that when we first came here, we being the Carriador, they had already blasted themselves back to some stone age after a great cataclysm of their own making. At first, my people wanted to intervene, to uplift or conquer them, but in the end, we became silent stewards. We retreated back to our own lands, maintaining only sparse outposts here. Over time, I believe more Carriador came, especially as your kind made their presence known in Viridian some few hundred years ago.
Interesting. Well then, I hope that we will find warmer reception among either party than we will amongst ours.
I can guarantee you will not.
Oh, good. Then
He can't see any of our expressions, but we're all just like, no.
The one Soliera you met isn't a great, face for all Soliera, but...
Oh, no, for sure Z's not, but...
Oh, the bloated disease monster? Yeah.
Corpse? Yeah, no.
So we are then truly on our own.
But that could work to our advantage. We are no longer shackled by having to report to the Ironwood Company. If we are very lucky, they will assume that we have perished in the forest, and we are free to achieve our goals in whichever way we see fit.
You keep speaking of these goals. I wonder if your compatriots share the same goals. Velicia will kind of just hover the little light around, gauging each of your faces. Bread, Finn, and Kel in response to Serracco.
They will, And if they do not, then I will make them.
Finn, honestly, like,
Shit's been a little rough, Brett.
Finn cramps his pants.
no, he starts laughing at that. Like, not in a, like, it is legitimately funny way, but almost just like the ludicrous nature of just everything that has happened is finally starting to absolutely hit him. And, like, hearing Serracco, and he can tell, like, there is zero joking in that voice. And that is so different than the typical aura of Serracco that he would expect to come out of him. He is almost belly laughing at this point. And it's like, it's this weird combination of just some tears and some laughs, and like he's trying to contain it because he can like almost just sense like the rest of everybody trying to like get him to be quiet. And
like,
so
hey,
like,
Finn, shut the f up.
exactly. And he eventually does just kind of what a difference 2 days can make. Shit really has hit all of us in the faces, has it not? Well,
Finn, you have no idea.
good. Then I presume all pretense for whatever facades all of us have been putting on are going to come off at one point or another if they are not already off at this point. So, very well. Yes, Serracco, we will discuss goals. Perhaps mine align with yours. I don't think that is a conversation for right now, but I'm still trying to process everything.
Kel kind of sidesteps until she's next to Bread and, like, as quietly as she can, like, leans down to his ear and is like, are you sure he didn't have, like, brain damage or something? Or, like, did you heal him last night? Or was there more to be done?
To be perfectly honest, I don't know that I've established a good baseline for stability with Finn.
You know what, Bread? You got me there. All right, let's keep moving.
As you carry on, each one of you please make a survival check. No difficulty. And then whoever basically gets the highest will determine what happens.
Serracco got 3 advantage.
2 advantage for Bread.
3 success for Kel.
And 3 advantage for Finn.
Wow, those mostly suck.
Yeah.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Ryan.
Velicia only got 1 success, 3 advantage, so it'll be Kel that kind of leads the way here with Velicia in tow, providing the light. With only 3 success, it is going to take you the majority of what could be conceived as a day down here, nearly blindly struggling in the dark, just taking these quiet steps, pitter-pattering through this shallow water in this expansive, cavernous, who knows what or where you are, until finally, in the far, far distance across whatever oblivion lies in front of you, you see the faintest flicker of orange light, this tiny pinprick in the great black in front of you. And as soon as that, like, kind of pops into your vision, Velicia snuffs out her flame.
Is that something we want to head towards?
I don't know. There shouldn't be people here if this place is abandoned.
I don't know that we're trafficking in shoulds and shouldnn'ts, Velicia.
Perhaps a better question would be, if there are people there, and they are unfriendly, can we handle them?
It depends on the people. Bread will kind of glance back at Serracco, but no, I don't think we can see each other anymore, so my glances have been rendered null and void.
No, how will we communicate?
Ryan finally found a way to nerf me.
But Laurel's character is in complete darkness, and the looks are...
make my characters wear a bag on their head. They can't communicate at all.
Can we, like, obviously, you know when, like, things are so quiet, like, you it almost sounds loud from, like, inside your head. It's kind of like this stifling sound. Given that, can we hear anything else?
That's the problem. It's not deadly quiet. There is a constant rumble of the water falling into this cavern from wherever that just, like, endlessly reverberates. You're pretty far and far away from where that source is, but even up ahead there is different patterns of rumbling, trickling, what have you, noises of this cave and the water within.
I am going to assume that there is no other way aside from there, Finn says, directing it more towards Velicia.
It is up to you. It is forward or backward at this point.
We will move forward with caution.
Yes, from what I have heard, it does not sound like backwards is much of an option.
And we will speak only when necessary.
Is that we, or is that we, not you?
What do you mean, not me?
I mean, are you doing the talking for us, Serracco?
You have a voice. You can speak for yourself.
Brett does not reply to that.
Moving then silently, subtly forward. I'm going to require another stealth check from the lot of you. This one, we will assign a difficulty to. This will just be hard, 3.
There's no world in which I
Ooh.
roll well.
Oh, well, okay.
Whoa,
Well, well, okay. Kel got 3 success, 2 threat, but a triumph, so I'm taking it.
Brett got 6 failure, 1 advantage.
How do you fail 6 times?
I don't know.
You like trip over a rock and like stub your toe, and then you hop along further down the cavern,
so
just like kicking
bad.
more rocks.
Finn got 3 failure.
Serracco got 1 success and 1 triumph.
And Velicia got 3 success. Here's what can happen. You can either use these 2 triumphs to negate what will happen to Finn and Bread on their failures, or you can utilize them in a different way.
I'll answer this way for my triumph. As they're walking along and they're kind of feeling at the walls, Bread sticks his hands out and he's feeling along, and like just a large chunk of rock that would surely make lots of noise dislodges, and Serracco, like on instinct, will reach out and catch the rock before it hits the ground and then set it quietly down and keep moving.
And Kel will keep that triumph.
I'm gonna keep it just because I don't know what's coming and I'm fucked up.
Great. As the water underfoot like picks up just so slightly, you can start sensing a direction with it, kind of little current. Finn takes a misstep in this slippery like riverbed and just falls. And then there is some dim light here. The light has grown from this flickering orange in the distance. There's some ambient light, maybe from some fissures up above, and there's Velicia's light. And so 1 second you see Finn, and the next he flips, lands on his butt, and then slides a little ways, and then just disappears. As if
Great.
over a small little embankment or what have you.
Is this in the direction of the light?
This is in the direction of the light, yes.
I'm gonna rush to the edge to see what's over there.
All right, as you rush over there, Kel, give me a daunting coordination check, and I'm going to upgrade it.
Oh, you bastard. Okay. All right, let's see how this goes. Ooh, that's 3 failure. I'm joining
As
you.
you step forward to grab Finn, you biff it and
Nice.
slide to on this smooth stone and then just off this little waterfall. You fall only 35 feet into water, but it's not an entirely pleasant drop, however, so you will take 4 damage.
And is this both of us or just Kel?
That's both of you.
I soak it all.
I take 2 wounds.
I land on top of Finn, and he cushions me.
Velicia in the lead will guide the others down like quasi staircase almost, just cut out of the stone from natural processes, down and down and down until you all come to the bottom of this waterfall. There isn't much water going into it from atop. There was like the slightest noise that you heard, but the water is fairly deep, so there must be something else feeding it here. You help Finn and Kel off onto the little shoreline here, back up to their feet, and let's see, just one more D100. That's gonna be enough. All right, Allie's 1, Brett's 2, Noah's 3, Velicia's 4, Laurel's 5, and if it's a 6, no one gets hit. That's a 6. Ayo! As something, there is a like pop and a whiz off of one of the stones next to you, and then far and away you hear like a half second later this crack.
Can we tell what direction that came from?
Is there cover anywhere for us to duck under?
Laurel, give me a hard perception, and actually same, give me a hard perception, Kel, both of you.
Okay, add a boost, Laurel.
Thanks. So good at seeing. 1 success, 2 threat.
2 success, 1 advantage.
Kel is able to find a little outcropping that you can like hustle everyone over to, and Bread, as you are the last person here just trying to ascertain where this came from, there is another like flash in the distance as you see the light. This attack does miss as another bullet pings off a stone right by you. You hear the whiz in your ear, Bread, and it is definitely coming from this light source, this like little swinging lantern across the way.
Velicia, do Caryador have guns?
Yes, they do. But so do your Ironwood dogs.
Well, I'd feel less bad about killing Ironwood dogs than I would Caryador.
Perhaps there is a way that we can approach without being killed. Velicia, how bright can you make that light of yours?
I could try to make it very bright, but it will be destructive at that point.
Could you make it bright enough perhaps to temporarily blind them, to obscure their vision so that we may proceed?
I don't know, quite frankly. We are so far away. I can try to put it somewhere in between us, but again, it will be brief. We will be just as blind as they are.
Do we want to try waving a white flag then?
I think they have made their position towards us quite clear.
Right, the white flag is for after people have shot at you. Yeah, that's how it works. Surrender.
Very well then, Bread. Be my guest. Wave your white flag and see what happens.
I imagine Bread has a plethora of rags and bandages he can wave around, but he will kind of look to Velicia and nod for her to, if she can, like, illuminate the rag in any meaningful way, give that a shot.
Yeah. She will conjure enough chaotics to, like, disturb the air here to, like, create light. Not enough to destroy or harm anyone. It's very controlled. But there is like a little spattering of these like flickering light, almost like fireflies around you that burst in and out of existence as you wave a white flag atop your head. And across this long, like, watery plain here coming from whatever outpost on the far end is, you just see a number of figures, about a half dozen, sprinting across that open field, closing in toward you.